They are. And the other serious issue, and this is only my second point, and then I will close. The other serious issue is that this country, ever since 2001, after years of the Cold War and the wall coming down and years of a decade or so of peace and prosperity, we were awakened to the reality of a world that is in deep trouble, of a world where an Islamic extremist mentality is trying to put us out of business, is trying to kill our people. It's a culture that is among this extremist group, not labeling the whole group, but among this extremist group are those that want to not only take over their brethren, but want to do us harm. We have threats from abroad, not only from terrorist groups, but from state-sponsored terrorism. Countries that are pursuing achieving nuclear weaponization, like Iran. Countries that already have nuclear capabilities, like North Korea. Look at the leverage that this country, that is a failure in every other sense of the word, has because they possess those weapons. What kind of leverage is Iran in the middle of an oil-producing region that is critical to economic success for Europe and for the United States and for other countries in the world? Look at the leverage they're going to have if they're allowed to achieve nuclear weaponization. And here we have now the United Nations seeking a sixth resolution in the last 4 years, saying don't do that. We're arguing over whether or not we can send them the sixth message. They've ignored it 5 previous times. I think they'll probably ignore it this time. These are serious issues that the next senator, the next representatives are going to have to deal with in Washington. And so we have the opportunity in the state of Indiana to change the numbers. We have 3 seats in play in the House level. Dr. Bashan is one, where we replace a Democrat with a Republican. And that replacement is a twofer. They come down 1, we go up 1. And that's it. We have a Senate seat in that same position. I'll be running against Congressman Brad Ellsworth, who is familiar, I think, to many of you because of this being his district. And someone who has preached a conservative line, but has gone to Washington and fallen in that old trap that so many fall into, and that is you stop listening to the people back home, and you start listening to your leadership in Washington. And whether it's the voting for spending that has occurred, whether it's the voting for health care, whether it's the latest vote in terms of changing the policy and days in the military, down the line, Congressman Ellsworth has said, well, apparently has decided that his vote for Nancy Pelosi or Barack Obama is more important than his vote for the people that he represents. Either I am totally out of touch with what's happening here in Indiana, what the people of the Southwest, this Southwest district, the congressional district, believe. Either my values are totally wrong, or he's missing the boat. He's not hearing from the people I hear from. I stopped at Burger King on the way in because I was a little early and I wanted to grab a cup of coffee first before I came over here. And I got out of the car and the fellow said, well, you're down here campaigning, huh? I said, yep. He said, where are you going? I said, the Lincoln Day, the dinner here in Washington. He said, well, I won't be there. I said, why not? He said, well, I'm a Democrat. He said, I'll tell you what, though. He said, I'm voting you guys away this year. I said, so are my friends. So it is here for us, this year to send not just a signal, but to begin to make the changes necessary to put our country back on the track that has made this country what it is, and that will keep this country on the right track for the future. I'm so afraid that our country, so much of our country, particularly in 2008, is under the thought pattern of the motto that's over the chamber in the Senate says, "In God we trust." Too many people here are becoming familiar with the motto that says, "In government we trust." I want us to be a nation that trusts in God, not in government. Because government can only deliver some essential things, providing for our security, building interstate highways, and there's a number of things that government has a logical and reason for being. But this government has so exceeded its mandate, its constitutional duties. It has so exceeded on a spending level and on a ruling level and on an oversight level what the role of government should be, and it's costing all of us. It's putting our nation in deep debt. It's putting our nation in deep trouble. I don't want to end on a negative note. I want to end on a positive note. The positive note is that Dr. Bouchard and I have been traveling around since the beginning of the year and meeting with Republican groups in record numbers, meeting with Tea Party groups in record numbers. People are coming out of their businesses, coming out of their homes, coming out of their churches. They are showing up in a way that says, we don't like what's happening and we're going to do something about it. What is the most encouraging thing is that people are becoming engaged. They're becoming engaged in a cause. There are a lot of people here of my generation who have shared with me the very same feelings I have, and the very same thing that brought me back into running for office again, which I never thought I would do. And that is a deep concern for the future of our country, the future of my children, and your children, my grandchildren, and your grandchildren. And I think the feeling of responsibility that this country has been so welcoming and so supportive and we're so blessed to be born into a country like this that has provided us the freedom to be who we are, who we want to be, to pursue our American dreams, whatever they might be. It's raising a family and having the kids get an education and seeing them marry and move on and fill in behind us. See all that at risk and not be just simply unable to stand by and say, well, woe is us, I guess it's over. What's encouraging to me is that people have said, no, it's not over, because I'm not over. I'm going to get engaged. I'm going to tell my neighbors. I'm going to volunteer. I'm going to support candidates. I'm going to do what I can. By gosh, if we're going down, I'm going down fighting. That is the American spirit. That has always been the history of America from the beginning of this country. When the crisis rose, when the storm clouds gathered, Americans have stood up, whether it's volunteering in World War II after Pearl Harbor, whether it's addressing economic crises, whether it's addressing the Civil War. The crises that this country has faced in now 230-some years of history has always brought people out of their homes, out of their businesses, standing up, standing fast. That's what it's all about this year. We have now till November to make this into a reality. We have a chance to turn a Democrat, Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, enabling Democrat seat into a Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid opposing seat for the Republican conservative values instead of the values that the Democrats have shown us the face of in the past 18 months. We have an opportunity to take a minimum of 3 seats out of the state of Indiana, to turn the House of Representatives around. Mike Pence says he thinks there's a more than even chance that the Republicans can take back control of the House. You see this happening all over the country. And so Indiana's part can be to change those numbers and do everything that we can. It's up to you. Because we can stand here and ask for your help, but you're the ones that have to make the decision to say, we'll come out and we will help. We will get involved. I'll call 10 of my neighbors. I'll talk to my people after church, Pastor, not very church. After church. I will lick stamps, or I will make phone calls, and if I have the opportunity, I will give to support these candidates. If we can marshal this engagement that I see taking place all over the state of Indiana and it's taking place around the country, we can turn this country around. So I want to end on a high note. It is ours for the doing, and we have to get up to do it. So I invite all of you to join me